friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. I'm so glad you could join me today. I have a lovely little vintage style folio made in a baby theme for Little Birdie Crafts to share with you today. This is my own original design for the folio, which measures 6.5 by 6. And it has a craft cardstock base, and I do have a tutorial following this little tour showing you how to build the base and put all these elements together. Before we take a look inside, I'll just show you very quickly what I used to create this. These are Little Birdie products, and let me just bring them in. I'm learning to love mixed media thanks to Little Birdie. I'm having the best time. So today I combined 3 different paper packs from Little Birdie. The aquarelle, I used the chevron and the cloud print in pink from this. And the True Love Story, I used the little teddy bear print, and I did something special with that I'll show you. And I also used a lot of this wonderful vintage reflections. This is a very heavy duty, very thick cardstock, and it's all done in these wonderful neutral patterns, so you can take it anywhere you want to go. This is a great paper collection. So I also used primed chipboard, the little these little chipboard flowers up here, and to alter those I used the matte acrylic paint in Pink Ballet and just the tiniest spritz of hot pink color splash to add a little texturing. And then to alter my paper, I mixed white gesso with water to make a very thin wash, and then brayered it over that teddy bear print to mute it and bring everything down so that it would work with this vintage palette. The flowers I've used today, look how sweet these are. 3 little blossoms, they lay flat. These are the Daniela Peach Blend. And then these gorgeous let me see, Serena Peach Blend. I love the beaded centers and I love the extra foliage, and you also get these beautiful rosebuds and spiral coils in with these flowers. And then I used, just to fill in the spaces, these are one of my favorites from Little Birdies, the beaded blooms in Moonlight. You get 50 of these in a package, which is amazing. And I find that they're great just to fill in and to add a little contrast like I've done here in my floral cluster. Then the sticker pack I used is Sweet Memories, which is the name of this little folio. I'm calling it Sweet Memories. And I used almost all the stickers from that pack. So let's take a look at this. This has a little gatefold opening, and I die cut a frame using that wonderful vintage paper pack because it's super heavy duty. I also cut a second frame from chipboard. I don't know if you can see that, and then adhered this on top, and then just tapped on some of that Pink Ballet and some light green paint to alter that. And then all the edges are distressed. I added stitching, and I also dry brushed paint onto the edges of the folio, just to really age everything and make it vintage. This is beautiful ribbon from Really Reasonable Ribbon and a bit of lace that my best friend Ginny sent me in the mail. So I've actually used this little Precious Memories sticker as a closure, and to do that I just adhered a double layer of dimensional adhesives on the back side so that it actually holds our little gate closed. This is just a vintage photo that I had in my stash, but you could put your baby's picture in there, and how sweet would that be? And I altered this by coloring it in. So a die cut layer, die cut from the aquarelle, and I really liked this paper pack. It's got a linen finish to it, and the colors go from very soft to very vivid, so it's pretty versatile. So the gate opens like this, and then this first panel, here I've used more of that vintage paper, and I've die cut a doily again from the aquarelle, and here's our sticker from the Sweet Memories. And this is actually a flap. So what I've done is I've taken a, hold on, 4 1/4 by 5 3/4 envelope, and I've turned it into a pocket. and you'll see how I did this in the tutorial. I glued the flap down, then glued a panel of paper over that. So you can put a large photo here, you can tuck little mementos in here, you can add journaling here, and it's just a really great way to celebrate maybe baby's first birthday or something. So that's a really fun feature. Then this opens out again, so it's a little tri-fold. Over here I created a little pocket, and I'm going to hold this up. You can see how cool that gesso, brayering on that watered down gesso looks on that teddy bear paper. It just mutes the pattern so that it works with all the vintage papers and images. Then I stenciled over it with the script stencil and some brown ink that I had in my stash. This lovely little die cut sentiment is also from the Sweet Memories, and I created a little gift card wallet. This is just a vintage image that I had in my stash and some little tickets. And then here's a little pocket to tuck in a gift card. Here's a little place to write a little note, and that just tucks into this pocket. And I'll have all the measurements for everything you need to line and create this. Over here we have room for another large photo. The inside flaps measure 4 3/4 by 5 3/4 by 6. So you could easily put a 4x4 photo here and have room for journaling. And then in the center, I created this really fun little accordion file, and this is held on with ribbon, and you'll see how to do this. This is the Rosebuds Pattern from True Love Story, and I gave it that same treatment with the watered down gesso and the brayer and the stenciling. And then I just spritzed it lightly with a very little bit of water. A little sticker from my stash, this little ribbon tie, and then this opens out like an accordion. So you can put photo, 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 and then flip it over. You've got room for 2 more photos. So that is, then it just ties. And I will tell you a tip for this. When you are doing a ribbon closure like this, leave the tails a little longer than you actually think you need them to be, because it makes it so much easier to tie, and you can create a prettier bow doing that. So it all just folds up nice and neat and tidy. You tuck the front cover underneath the sticker, and of course I'm on camera, so I'm struggling with that. I've done it 100 times with no trouble. And there you go, it's all set. This would be a beautiful gift for baby on their first birthday. This would be a lovely way to welcome a new baby into the family. It's very sweet and vintage. It's super easy to make, so stay tuned, and the step out tutorial will be following this. Thanks for joining me, and go get your craft on.